BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, use leverage tokens, and copy the trades of top trade. There's hundreds of crypto available on their spot exchange, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi.
Hello everybody, welcome back. Good morning. Let's have a look at the charts then, shall we? So we've seen a little bit of a pullback. So yesterday we were talking about the potential dead cat bounce after potentially another drive of bullish divergence on the 4 hourly. So we did start to see a move yesterday. Again, we are talking baby moves, which is why, I wouldn't think too much about people not wanting to make those trades. But look, from the bottom to the top, at one point we'd actually managed to do 7.5% for Bitcoin. So that's actually not too bad considering, this is a downtrend. So 7.5%, you can't really complain at that, really, can you? If you'd have done it. I hadn't done it. I haven't done it. Now this one could be the one because we still have bullish divergence, brewing on this 4 hourly. And again, the death cross retest takes you up to $66,000 at this point, really. Currently battling with the Bollinger Band Center on the 4 hourly. So look, it's all a matter of support and resistance. The supports are descending, and we haven't actually hit any major supports, which is what makes it tricky to make the trade, really, because there's no horizontal, there's no diagonal, there's not really any moving averages of significance on really kind of any time frame, to be honest with you. So it makes it much harder to try and pull the trigger on these pullbacks, really, because they don't correspond to anything, not anything that I would like to go by, in all fairness. So really, like I say, the opportunity is there, and this could be the one. This wick from wick to resistance could give you a move of 10.5%, and again to the 200 simple is almost 13. So similar to yesterday, it was more or less the same video as I've made yesterday. Bullish divergence present on the 4 hourly with a potential retest of a death cross, which would be a lower high, generally on a higher term time frame, to probably make a lower low. Now, I woke up this morning to some problems, not personally, but, in the news, he's attacked him and they're attacking who and blah, 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 escalation this, escalation that. So, yeah, market's probably on the back foot a little bit, to be honest with you. I don't really know enough. I literally have just dragged myself out of bed trying to get the kids ready for school and stuff, and squeeze this video in, really. So if we look at the S&P futures, what we see is exactly the same chart with exactly the same response. So continuation down. It's actually weaker than Bitcoin in its presentation. No real bullish divergence on this one, and I think that the situation that we're dealing with here for stocks is probably more dramatic than Bitcoin's, because Bitcoin does have the halving, which I think is any second now, isn't it, really? I haven't checked. I really should check that. But the halving is having some influence, I think, on the potential buybacks, whereas what we see here on the S&P is it's actually just continuation down, which is also fine. Again, it's completely fine. Being mostly in a cash position, waiting for stocks to continue down towards 4,750 thereabouts. Main horizontal, also 200 exponential on the daily. So all of this is, all this is where I'm expecting. And if we're looking at the trajectory, this is probably something along the lines of where we're looking at, around about here, and then hopefully after the summer we start to pick ourselves up again. That is kind of my general expectation. So let's have a quick look at Dixie, because Dixie is is obviously broken out. We're looking for a pullback for a potential buyback. So let's have a look at that. So we moved up yesterday. We're pulling back a little bit today, and probably going to get support on the 7 simple on the 1 hourly, which is not far away from where we're at right now. Let's check the 4 hourly. Yeah, the 4 hourly's already found support as well. So look, obviously you can't not be bullish on a chart that is bullish. This is bullish, daily, weekly, 4 hourly. Every time frame is bullish, and I'm not really thinking that there's any reason for this to fizzle out or curl over. If we do start to see changes of behaviour, it would happen if we start to close probably below 105.3, because that is a major support. So any dips down to that area should be bought. So it's kind of in no man's land, but generally I would expect a continuation bullish for the Dixie, which should be a bit of a problem generally for everybody else. So yeah, interesting. So is this the bullish divergence that we were talking about yesterday? Is this the one that plays out into the death cross? And if it breaks out from the death cross, what does that mean? Probably means attempt to go to a new all-time high. But we can't just assume that. I know that would make amazing clickbait, and if somebody else was making this video, that's exactly what they would say. New all-time high coming around in 57 seconds. Must watch this video for it to happen. Like and subscribe and do everything. Right, so that is basically it. That's your daily dose of reality. So it is what it is. I can't spin it any other way. Same as yesterday, bullish divergence, death cross retest is the expectation. This is a decent move on it already. From what we see here from wick to high, it does look quite good. I mean, literally over the last 4 hours, it's done 6% up. It's big. Doesn't look like much, but it is big. But I would expect it to be rejected from either here, 64,600, here, 65,300, here, 66,000 flat, and at best, you might even make it up to 67,000. Halving is helping, but I still believe the halving is a non-event, but I'm happy to be wrong. Right, thanks for watching, and if you would like to like the video, now is apparently the best time to do it. Towards the end of the video, shows that you've managed to endure that entire video, and you must enjoy it for whatever reason. And subscribe to the channel if you've not already. There is value to it. I know that for a fact because I make my living out of trading crypto. So all I do is share my insights and my thoughts on the matter each morning, just as I would do with my own shadow. And me and my shadow do make money out of this market, enough to feed a family of 3. So let's leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.